Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of my Let's Play. In this episode, I have one goal, and that is to build a bridge going from here to there. I have some plans for it, which involve a lot of tough, and mainly tough bricks. So, I'm gonna have a lot of time in the mines gathering materials. But, to get started, I think I'm just gonna kind of figure out how long it needs to be. That way I can know kind of how many and how much stuff to put. So, I'm going to kill these guys real quick and get into the mines and start gathering some materials, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I've gotten almost 3 stacks of tuff, which I'm going to use to at least get an outline of the bridge to know how much more I'm going to need. I also think if I get any more, I would like to get a better enchanting table for unbreaking and efficiency on my pickaxe. I hate creepers. And that's good enough for now. But I think that I want to get an enchanting table fully level 30 set up to get some good enchants on my pickaxe, because I am going to be doing a lot of mining, and so I'd like to have that. But for now, I'm just going to go over to the other side and build a straight path. I actually need tough bricks. So, I'm going to turn all these into tough bricks with a grindstone, and I'm going to build a straight path. And as I do that, I'm just going to work on getting stuff for an enchanting table. Okay, so I went ahead and got a one wide bridge all the way across. So, now all I got to do is expand it out. Just a little for now until I figure out how wide I actually need it. And I gotta figure out how far I want the pillars to be spaced and how many I want. I'm probably gonna do either 2 or 3. If I just quickly come right there and look. I think, yeah, either 2 or 3. I don't really know how many yet. But once I get that, I can start on the detailing and finishing up the edges. So, I'm going to work on expanding this out real quick. Okay, so now that I've gotten all my tuff down, didn't even make that much progress with it at all, I'm going to go quickly, or not quickly, but I'm going to go start working on getting the enchanting table finished up. That way I can get some good enchants on my pickaxe, and then get my tuff to finish up the bridge. Okay, so while I wait for my sugarcane farm to start growing and as I get it bigger, I do think one thing that I'm going to do real quick is go ahead and get some of my levels up. So I'm probably going to go to the nether real quick and just start mining some quartz. First, I'm going to make a quick gold helmet. One thing that I am going to do is thinking about like the future of my world and stuff. Eventually I'm going to want to get into villager curing, and with that I would like to be on hard mode. That way I have a 100% chance to get the villagers to turn into zombie villagers, instead of, I think normal it's like a 50 or 75% chance or something. So I'm going to probably turn it to hard mode. That way that happens, and also it'll just make it more fun for me to be able to have a little bit more of a challenge and just stuff like that. So that's one change that I will be making to this world. So, but for right now, I'm just gonna mine some quartz and get the levels up and look for anything interesting near my nether spawn. Okay, so I'm at level 36, which will give me 3 level 30 enchants. So I'm probably gonna head out. One thing that I would like pretty soon would be mending. So I probably will end up going on a kind of exploring that spruce biome near me. And maybe if I'm lucky there'll be a village in there. I probably won't do that this episode though, because I do think this bridge will take quite a lot of time. So that's probably going to be in another episode. Okay, so what I am going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start rehydrating this happy ghast. Because when I start building, especially like the pillars and stuff, I'm going to really want that to help. So while I wait on the sugarcane to grow and I do that, I'm going to go ahead and just start farming up a lot of wood. Because I know pretty much every single one of my builds is probably going to be using spruce, and I wouldn't mind having a little bit extra oak and cherry blossom. So, I'm going to do that for probably a good amount of time while I get a bunch of sugarcane and get that enchanting table ready. Oop, I was just putting my sugarcane down and saw my happy ghast. I'm going to just lead him here while he grows. And eventually when he gets big. But as of right now, I'm just, as I see trees grow, I'm coming out here and chopping them down. And every now and then I'll check on the sugarcane and replant it. But I'm mainly doing organization on my chest right now, which I will show in just a second after I get this done. But pretty much I've just been waiting here. I'm probably fixing to go get snowballs for him to grow him up. I don't really know. But here I have all my different wood types. Pretty basic. Here I have all mob drops, so food, wool, leather, and then even hostile mobs. Here is where I'm working on to have all of my seeds and farming stuff. My valuables and redstone right here. Nether stuff. And then the cobble and cobble deep slate. And then dirt. With coarse dirt and rooted dirt there. This is probably all I'm going to do in this house. Eventually, when I get more houses, I do want to make like a bunch of different buildings, and each building maybe have its own thing that it stores. But I think this will be plenty for. I do need, I think, one more chest for tough granite and like diorite and andesite. But I might be able to place it. I don't know where I'm going to place that. I'll get that. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to place that, but I'll find a spot for it. Other than that, I think this will be good for at least a starter base until I get more places to store things. But I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing. Once I get all of this planted, I can start actually harvesting and hopefully getting enough sugarcane to get a good enchanting table set up. But I'm going to go back to organizing. Okay, so I think I have it pretty good. I just shrunk down this, so I'll have dye right here, and then like stairs and other different pieces that aren't the plane will go here. I have my seeds and dyes, grasses, vines, things like that. Anything that's planted but all I'm going to do right now is just move over hopefully all, if not most, of the wheat here. And now I'm just going to probably leave that there, and when I start breaking it down to finish the wheat fields over here and stuff, I'll just leave the wheat there until I have a better place for it. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the organization. I do think I'm probably going to go ahead and go to the snow biome behind me and grab some snowballs to get him all grown up. Why do I have a floating tree? This is where that creeper blew up. I remember now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do my happy gas. And oh my god, I just threw a bunch. That didn't, I thought they didn't. I didn't know they took that many snowballs. But I still have to do the enchanting table anyways and get the tough. So hopefully he's done growing by the time I get all that. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of start working on that. And just getting, oh, I always forget I have leaf litter on here. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on getting the enchanting table finished. I just broke a piece of armor coming into my house because of that stupid berry bush. I might have, like, this is just insane. I need to take that off unless I'm in the nether. I don't really have that much iron. I don't want to waste it making armor that's just going to get broken by that. Breaking that. Where did I have those? Here. Put a... Okay. I preferred having the berry bush there, but I can't stand walking into that every time I come to my house. It's already broken my helmet and it's pretty much broken all of my armor. But, I don't know where I'm going to go, and I need to go to the sugarcane. Yeah, it's broken a lot of my armor. While I was waiting for the sugarcane to grow, I went ahead and did most of, or not, I went ahead and did some of the math and kind of laid out the bridge. I'm going to need about 12 stacks of tuff as like a rough estimate to finish it. But one pillar is going to be right here. I might put a pillar here, I'm not sure. And then I'll for sure have this pillar. And the pillar down there. If it looks like I need a little bit more, I might put this one here. I'm not 100% sure on that. But pretty much, I also went back and looked at my concept build for it. There's going to be about 6. It's going to be 6 wide with railings on each side, so a total of 8 wide. I have already built like a small segment of this in creative, which is what I'm going back and looking at a lot. So I have a general idea of what I need and what I want to build. But pretty much, I've done all the math for that. And I'm just collecting sugarcane. I've already placed a few bookshelves down in there. I think I have like level 16 or level 20 so far. So I'm just going to continue with this until I get it all finished up, and then I can start mining the 12 stacks of tuff I need. Okay, so I just went and checked my enchanting table, and I have level 30 now. I have the option for efficiency 4, but I do think I'm going to go ahead and just make a new pickaxe and enchant that, mainly because I don't really want to use a half-broken one, because I have no access to mending, and I know I'm about to have to mine 12 stacks of tuff. So I probably will just give this like a level 1 enchant after I enchant this one, just to use it up on the tuff and then switch to a new one. That way I don't use as much of the new one. But I'm going to go enchant this real quick, and we'll see what we get on it. Okay, so efficiency 4, and that is not too good. Silk touch. I might actually let's do this. We'll get silk touch on it for sure. And that's still not great. I'm gonna keep that just for now. And then I'll just throw a level 1 enchant on it. I'll use this up, and then I guess I'll use that if I have to. But hopefully I can get a book with a breaking 3 or something. But I'm gonna go mine the insane amount of tuff that I need, and we'll see how close I get to finishing up the bridge. Okay, so I just got back out of the mines. I've mined 12. I thought I mined 13, but that's only a 2. So I mined 12 stacks of tuff, which as I was mining, I realized that's probably not even going to be enough. I probably need a couple more stacks, but at least this will give me a good start. I also, as you saw, found 3 diamonds. So I might actually make another pickaxe and use what I have to make a chest plate or something. But I gotta clear my inventory out just a little bit. So that is a lot of tuff. So I know a lot of it has to be turned into bricks. How do you do this? So I'm just gonna quickly turn all of this into the blocks that I need, including, what do I need? This. So as I do this, I do need actually a few stacks of regular tuff, and then I need a stack of polish. Will do for now. So I'm gonna just go work on the bridge and get it all built, and I probably will, if I need more at any point, just go in the mines and get it. And this pickaxe is almost broken, but I think I will just probably time-lapse the rest of it, and as I need it, go get more. So let's get right into it. Alright, I'm pretty much finished with the bridge. I still have to finish the under that pillar, but I don't really want to right now. I might come back to that off recording one day and finish that. But the only thing I actually want to do left in this episode is to add some details on here. So I'm thinking I might add some like little wagon hand carts along, like they're coming, maybe bringing like wheat. I might do some hay bales in them. Just make it where it looks a little bit more interesting on top. I actually haven't thought about how I'm going to do this bit right here and how I'm going to keep the railing. So I might figure that out too. But I still gotta finish that too. But pretty much I just gotta do this, and I probably won't even time lapse this. I probably will just do it and then show it once I get it finished. But yep, I do like the way it's turning out so far. So I'm gonna finish this up and then show it off. And if you're wondering why I only have 7 levels, I accidentally died while I was trying to get down to the cave to get more tough. And so I went from 30 levels to 7. So I'm going to have to get those up one day too. But for now, I'm going to finish this. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done with the bridge. I've done this for the side. It looks decent. I think I probably could have done better. I have a few little things I'll definitely add more eventually. But just some pots, some little carts with hay. A smaller cart with hay. I have this little pot with a campfire next to it. This cart will have some like oars and like firewood and stuff. So, but pretty much, I think this is done. I still need to finish the bottom half of that pillar. I think that's going to be it for this episode. I think it turned out really good.